Your brother, your friend, your dietitian, back again for another installment in spirit, nutrition, how to set and attain any goal. Let's get it popping. Goals all over the world. So I love goals. Why are goals needed? What are goals? Goals are magnificent. Why? Because they provide us with focus, with direction, with a sense of purpose, right? It's like a foundation stone to help us move forward into a clear vision of the future. Goals are dope because goals basically are like a target that we're trying to hit. So even if the best marksman in the world was blindfolded and you weren't blindfolded and you were trying to shoot a bow and arrow or you were trying to shoot a pistol and hit a target, but this blindfolded master marksman couldn't see the target, one, I would get the hell out of there because he could be shooting innocent people. But two, he couldn't hit the target. But you would get closer to the target than he would because you've set a clear goal. In the early 60s, if not 1960, someone, JFK, challenged NASA, challenged the US, challenged our citizens to attain a goal to put man on the moon. And because of that goal, within that decade, man was placed on the moon. So one of my favorite mentors, Jim Rohn, who I've been studying since earlier this year for about 3 months, I just discovered him. He stated that his mentor, Earl Schoaf, asked him at 25 years old, "Where's your list of goals?" As the helicopter comes over us. It's all a part of the scenery. Where is your list of goals? That's what Jim Rohn's mentor told him. Jim Rohn mentored Tony Robbins. Jim Rohn is one of the greats. So Jim Rohn's mentor, Earl Schoaf, asked him, "Where's your list of goals, young man? Maybe we can start there. I can help you there." He said, "I don't have a list of goals." He said, "Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's in the car or at your house." He said, "No, sir. I don't have a list of goals anywhere." Then Earl Schoaf, who was Jim Rohn's mentor, stated, "Young man, if you don't have a list of goals, I can estimate your bank balance within a few $100s. And he did. And Jim Rohn told his mentor, "You mean to tell me if I had a list of goals, my bank account would increase?" And Earl Schoaf said, "Drastically." So goals actually drive us. Like I said, there's a specific way of setting goals. But I like to ask people, what are your goals? Okay, wait. Where are they written? Okay, hold up. How often do you read your goals? Hold on, wait a minute. You checking Facebook. You on YouTube. You on Twitter. You on the gram. You on Snapchat, snapping. But you haven't checked your goals? Are your goals SMART goals? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic? And do they have a time period on them, a specific time span on them? This is how to set goals. What are your 1-year goals, 3-year goals, 5-year goals? These are the questions that Jim Rohn asked us. Jim Rohn asked me specifically in mentorship. So in order to set a goal, you have to decide what you actually want out of life. There's different areas. You could set spiritual goals, social and networking goals, physical goals like money or health, something related to the earth, mental goals, certain books that you read, certain languages, skills that you pick up, We said physical, social, spiritual, mental. So that's the 4 categories that you could fit your goals in. More meditation for the spiritual, traveling to the Himalayas, going on retreats, praying more, reading more holy books, whatever it is. Decide what you want. Make sure that it's specific. Goals that are specific actually drive you. I want to lose 15 pounds in the span of 2.5 months, right? Or in 3 months, or in 2.5 months, however you want to do it. 2 months. They're measurable. You can measure your progress in 3 weeks. How far have I gotten closer to this goal? Right? They're realistic, they're attainable. You don't want to say I'm going to lose 150 pounds in 2 months because that's not realistic. It's actually dangerous. You don't want to choose those kind of goals. You want to choose something that's more realistic. Now, realistic is relative because there's people who've done amazing things like the Panama Canal, the Suez Canal, the Wright brothers flying. A lot of things that have been done were seen as impossible or unrealistic. But at the same time, you want to create realistic goals. And so we said specific, measurable, attainable. I mean, you could do it within your own reach, within your own capacity. You feel like you could do it. And then realistic. Lastly, it has to have a time set on it. It has to have a time period on it. You can't just say, I'm going to lose 15 pounds. When? When are you going to lose 15 pounds? When are you going to read those books? When are you going to increase your bank account? When are you going to get your health right? What are your goals? Some people go through life with no goals. I was at work yesterday. It's the first of the month. And I was asking everyone, what's your goals for this month? And you can see it in their eyes. Boom. Oh. They realize I don't have any goals for this month. Some people said, what are you talking about, man? It ain't the beginning of the year. Man, it ain't New Year's. What you trying to do, man? You trying to inspire people or something? What you trying to motivate people? I'm like, it's just the first of the month. I'm just curious. What are some of your goals? Some of my goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time specific. One of my goals is to save a certain amount of money, pay off a certain amount of debts. I'm not going to put it all out there, but I got some specific numbers. Another thing is to exercise 2 times a day, 4 days out of the week. That's one of my goals. Another one of my goals is actually to record, come talk to you guys every week, at least once a week for this month. That's my goal for this month. So if you have a goal, you're going to increase your productivity. You're going to increase your love and addiction for life, because guess what? If every day you have a list of goals, if every month you have a list of goals and you're attaining them, you're not just maintaining. People say, what's up, man? I'm just maintaining. No, you're not maintaining. You're attaining. You're reaching goals. You're making progress. You're going to be addicted to life. People walk up to you and they see you smiling and happy and all that. Why? Because you have goals that you're attaining. It's not enough to just write down your goals. It's not enough to just have your goals in your mind. You must write them down, firstly. And then secondly, it's not enough to just have them written on the paper if you don't read over them consistently, right? Once you read over them consistently, now they're always in the forefront of your mind. Now you're refining them, realigning them, rearranging them, figuring out, okay, how can I add to this goal? How can I take away from that goal? What progress have I made towards the goal? So that's how you basically set your goals. And then every day you have to do something, some type of activity or have some type of productivity towards your goal. Okay, I'm trying to lose those 15 pounds. So today I'm going to make sure I do meal prep. Today I'm going to make sure I budget my money and my spending. I'm going out with the girls, so I know I got a pregame, so I don't blow money at the club or at the bar, whatever you do. Or, okay, I just spent some money on some J's, but really my shoes that I got before, they're straight. They could last me for another 6 months. I don't even need the J's. I could reinvest that. I could pay down on debt. So let me go take the J's back. Let me do this. You got to be looking at your life, and once you do that, you have a sense of empowerment. That's amazing. So that's where the endorphins come from. That's where the oxytocin is released in the brain, and you look happy, and your face and your vibration, your aura is just strong. It's just positive because you're living the life that you're designing. There's something that my mentor told me, Jim Rohn. He said, you could either make a living or you could design a life. So you can either look at the future in two ways, with fear or anticipation. When you have goals, when you're goal oriented, you love Mondays. You think Mondays are fantastic. Why? Because you're moving into the week where you're working towards attainable goals. Goals must be inspiring as well. I'm sorry I didn't say that in the beginning. If you got a goal that someone else has given you, society, religion, culture, family, friends, associates, celebrities, but it's not an inspiring dream, a goal from within you, then you're not going to be inspired to attain that goal. But if you got inspirational, inspiring dreams, every day you wake up, it's going to be exciting because you're going to be moving towards your goals. Your brother, your friend, your dietitian, back again for another installment in spirit, nutrition. What are your goals for this month? Where are they written? How often do you review them? How often do you add to them? Peace and blessings. Good health and mad wealth.